Hey everyone, this is yours truly, Bishop Bowser. But today, whenever you call me Corn, Brother Bowser, whatever you want to call me. But today, I had some health tips, and I want to share those with you. I'm 54 years old, and since I was in my 20s, I've been kind of like a health nut, not on an expert level or anything like that. Just layman terms, just trying to find my way through and learn what's good for the body and what's not good for the body. So today I want to talk to you about there are three essential nutrients that we need in our body to survive. You can't live without these three, and that is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. You need those three things in your body to live and to survive and to sustain you. So I want to just share with you briefly some of the things that I've learned and some things that I do, and coming out of my own cabinet, my own refrigerator, to show you some of the things that I do to maintain good health. First thing I wanted to talk about, first of all, is your carbs. Carbohydrates, you need carbs, for energy, and that's one of the main function of it is for energy. And it really helps you to function and get through the day and so on. You can't go without it. Try to go on without it. You'll see each and every day you'll get weaker and weaker and feel sick and so on. So some of the things that I do, like in the morning, if I'm going to eat breakfast, one of the things I will do is, if I don't eat eggs and some sausage, I get some protein. I mean, not protein, but it does have protein, but I get some carbs with my whole grain, old-fashioned oats. Now, when you get oatmeal, make sure it's old-fashioned and not the quick kind, the kind that cook in 1 minute, because everybody wants everything fast today, but it's not healthy for you to eat it fast, to get it fast. Some things you got to cook slow if you want it to be good for your body. So this is a good source of carbs, because you have two kind of carbs. You have complex carbs and simple carbs. The simple carbs are the carbs that will flood your body, and your body won't be able to consume all those carbs for energy, and then it'll store as fat. Complex carbs process slow in your body, and that's what old-fashioned oats are. Is complex carbs, and so it processes slow. It gives your body time enough to use up those carbs as energy, to turn it into energy, so that you can get through the day. So you're going to need that in the morning to break that fast. Breakfast, you break in the fast, and you're going to need. So it's a good source, good for your heart, and so on. And you do need carbs. You just don't want to eat too many carbs, because then it starts storing up fat and so on. So that's one. Another thing is brown rice. Brown rice is also good for you. It's a good source of carbs. You can get some bananas. There's other type of fruits and vegetables that you can also eat as good carbs. One of the things a lot of people try to run away from is bread. I eat it from time to time, but there's a few things I want to tell you about eating bread. Now, when you eat bread, make sure you get some whole grain bread. And when I talk about whole grain, I mean the per slice, it should be at least 16 grams of whole grain in the bread per slice. This here has 22 grams of whole grain per slice. So every now and then I eat a sandwich, and but you got to make sure you get the good kind of. Otherwise, you're getting the simple carbs, and it's going to flood your body and so on. And so you need carbs, because you need energy to get throughout the day and so on. And try to get most of your carbs in the morning, and towards the evening, so on. You want to kind of cut it back a little bit on your carbs and so on. So that's with your carbs. The next thing you want to talk about is your fats. You have good fats and you have bad fats. Your bad fats are things like saturated fats, and the other bad fat is trans fat, fatty acids they call them, and those will clog up your arteries and cause you to have a bad heart, cardio disease, and bad heart, and so on. So you don't want to take on the saturated fat. So a lot of times you got to take time and read the labels and see what's on there. And so but there are some good fats that you can get. And so some of the good fats I got here is one of the ones I want to show you is, you can get some good fats from your tuna, the omega-3s that come out of your tuna and so on. And so this is a good source of fat, from your tuna. Also, you can get some good source of fats from your peanut butter. Make sure it's the kind that has the oil at the top, so that way it's not hydrogenated and so on. One of the other things, when you're cooking, you want to use some good oil. So olive oil is what I use, and you see it got great value. I try to find the cheapest kind on everything, but I make sure that it's good. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you most definitely are going to have to watch what you get. And so with olive oil, is very good. It has what they call the polyunsaturated fats and the monounsaturated fats. Those are the good fats, and so that's what you want to look for. And you can get that out of your tuna, your peanut butter, your oils, and certain kind of nuts and different things like that. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money on olive oil, you can get canola oil, and it'll be, you know, just as good in the sense of for healthy. But you do need fats, because fat protects your organs. Fat also gives you energy. Fat also provides you with certain antioxidants and nutrients and vitamins in your body. So we do need fats. You just can't have too much of it. You got to do it in moderation, or otherwise, you know, you will start storing up fat and end up having a bad heart, high cholesterol, and other type of things that will, other type of health complications you will get. So the last thing I want to talk about is, one more thing I want to show you with the fats is that omega-3s, sometimes you may not get your tunas and different things like that. I also go and get me some, buy me some omega-3s, and then I just, you know, if I'm on a run or something, I'll take one to make sure that I am getting balancing my diet out. Last thing I want to talk about is protein. You need protein. Protein builds your muscles. Protein also sustains your body, helps your organs, different things keep healthy and grow and feed it. And so you need your protein, because protein you have to live off. You can't make it without your protein, because that's what makes up, helps you to survive. And so some of the things I do, you know, in the morning or throughout the day, you might want to eat some eggs. But with eggs, you got to take out the yolk, because the yolk, you may be able to eat one. Some people say they'll eat one or two, but it has a lot of cholesterol in it. And I believe about 230 something milligrams of cholesterol in one yolk. And I believe it's required that we should only take in about 300 milligrams of cholesterol every day. So you got to watch that. So a lot of times I take the yolk out and I just eat the egg whites. And sometimes just to get through all of that, I just go and buy me some egg whites. And that way I can cut through the chase and, you know, have me a good breakfast, fix me some good sausage or what have you. And then another good source of your protein is, because you get protein from your eggs, but you also get protein from like salmon, fish. Make sure you get wild caught, not the farm raised. Wild caught salmon. It has a good source of protein in, plus you get your omega-3s and so on, and other types of meats. You know, you can, you know, if you eat proper meat, if you eat your meats, you will get your protein out of it. And sometimes I'm in a rush, you know how we do it. So I get, you know, I get me a container of protein, Isoflex. I use Isoflex because it's one of the best. It has zero cholesterol and different things like that, that bad stuff, and it get all the good stuff. So some whey protein, and that also helps me when I'm on the run. And I don't want to leave out two other things, even though we're talking about carbs, fats, and protein. You need water every day, you know, at least 64 ounces. I take in about 120 ounces of water, you know. But before you do any of this, you know, really, if you're going to start a diet, you got to consult your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I'm just a layman sharing things with you. And you know how they always say, consult your doctor before you begin anything. So I'm going to tell you that too, because I don't want you blaming me for anything. I don't think you will. I hope you won't. And then the other thing, last but not least, you know, find you a good vitamin, you know, and I use liquid vitamins right now because it helps digest better, and it's easy on your livers and things like that in the processing of it. So that's what I want to offer you today. Make sure you get your carbs, make sure you get your fats, make sure you get your protein, make sure you drink adequate water every day, 64 ounces or more every day, and get a good vitamin. And that's my health tip for today, and I hope it was a blessing. I hope that it helped you in some kind of way. You have any questions, get with me, and I'd be more than glad to help you out. All right, God bless you.